Hey everyone, it's Ryan from No Credentials Required to talk to you about one of our newest partners at Belly Up Sports, SeatGeek. Yeah, live sports is great on television, but the feeling of being at the arena is a priceless experience. That's why our friends at SeatGeek are there to help you find the best tickets at the best prices. Not only can you get tickets to sporting events, we can also get tickets to concerts, comedy shows, musicals, and more. Search for your desired event now at SeatGeek.com, enter promo code BellyUpSports at checkout, and you save $20 off your first purchase. SeatGeek. Life's an event. We have the tickets.
All right, guys. Liga MX is now in the playoffs, so we're going to go look at them at the table, how everything ended. I did say there was a lot of interesting things going into that decision day, and it was a really interesting decision day. So I'm not going to talk about the teams that aren't in the playoffs. We're just going to talk about the teams that are in the playoffs, though I will say the table will be to my side. That will show the final table for Liga MX for the Apertura. But up top is Toluca, so they finished up top of the table. Definitely one of the best one of the complete teams in Liga MX this season. Really interesting chain of events, just how that team has been playing. In second place, we do have Tigres, and in third, we have Cruz Azul. Also did very well this season. Very strong team. So this is going to be a really juicy Apertura, because I think that this is going to be one of those where it could really go either way. Like, a lot of these teams are really strong the way they played so far, the way they played this season. So it's not just a clear favorite, in my opinion, even though Toluca looks really strong and looking to hopefully repeat, which is honestly one of the hardest things to do in the Liga MX. I know that Club América did do the three-peat, but I will tell you, though, like, say what you want about América, especially where they are in the standings, they are still a team that you should not underestimate at any means possible, because they're still going to be causing some damage in some way, which Club América is in fourth place. Monterrey is in fifth. In sixth place, we got Chivas de Guadalajara. And the teams that are essentially in the play-in round, we have in seventh place, we got Club Tijuana. In eighth place, we got FC Juarez. Ninth place, Pachuca. And in 10th place, Pumas. These are the teams that are in the play-in. So the matchups for the first round of play-in games, which was, again, 7th and 8th place, will be playing against each other to see who will play against the second place team, which is Tigres. So that's what they're playing for. And 9th and 10th place are playing a game to decide who is going to play against the loser of the 7th and 8th place team game. And I'm just going to tell you right now, yes, I think this format sucks. But it is what it is. You want to, if you're in that 7th and 8th place game, you want to win that one so you don't have to play 2 extra matches. But, you know, it has been done. A team that has been in the play-in round has won Liga MX. That was Club América. So maybe that's like an unfair statistic, but it has been done before. So it is what it is. But in 9th place, once again, 9th to 10th is going to be Pachuca versus Pumas. And like I said, Pachuca and Pumas are basically playing to get a shot to play against the first place team. The loser, obviously, of the 7th, 8th place game are playing a second match to hopefully still be in the playoff hunt. But they will have to play against Toluca. So if I were to predict how it will turn out, I'm going to say Tijuana does take care of business with Juarez. I just think they're a better team. Obviously, if you're a fan of Gilberto Mora, this is probably a good chance for you to get some more tape on him. The kid's a really solid player. I love all the things that I'm watching from him. It's one of those guys that you kind of get excited for the future of this game, especially if you're someone that wants to see Mexico be back at least somewhat in the conversation as one of the stronger teams in CONCACAF. I know it's not been great for Mexico as far as their national team. Yes, they still win trophies. I'm not saying that they don't, but I mean, if you're an El Tri fan, I know there's been a lot of complaints about El Tri. That's just my whole point of all this. But yeah, Gilberto Mora does give you hope, and maybe one day we'll see the young players finally play for Mexico. But until then, we'll get there when we get there. But Gilberto Mora does give you faith that tide is going to happen. But I'm going to say Tijuana wins it. They're going to go up against Tigres in the playoffs. To play against FC Juarez, you know what? I'm going to say Pumas. I know Pachuca is actually pretty good too. Well, I mean, obviously not this year. Not so much this year. But I'm going to say Pumas. um, does beat Pachuca, I think that there's so much to talk about with Pumas right now, especially with the whole Ramsey thing. But no, you know what? I changed my mind. I'm gonna give it to Pachuca. So in the matchup between Pachuca and Juarez, give me Pachuca. I'm gonna take Pachuca. I think Juarez is gonna be the team that unfortunately misses out, and it sucks because you worked your butt off to be in that eighth place spot, and now you're not gonna get there. Um, so I'm gonna say the matchups for the first round of the playoffs. It's going to be Pachuca versus Toluca, uh, Tijuana versus Tigres, and then obviously we're gonna have Chivas versus Cruz Azul and Club América versus Monterrey. And I'm not gonna lie to you, man, Monterrey versus Club América sounds really enticing. Um, if I had to look at these matchups, that would probably be the match of the whole of this round. Uh, two of the more popular Liga MX sides going against each other. Sergio Ramos, all the stars that are playing for Club América. So this is a really interesting matchup, and I hope this does play out better than really good. I hope it doesn't start with a blowout, because honestly, one of my biggest gripes about this two leg all the way to the final thing is just that it does suck when it is very much one sided on one of the opening legs. Um, where it's almost the league is almost insurmountable for the other side. Maybe it's not so bad in the playoff rounds, like at least in this part of the playoffs, but like when it's the final, it is so deflating because you're just like, whoa, I don't even know what's the point of watching the second leg because there's no either a miracle happens or congratulations to the team that had the blowout victory in the first leg. But um, I'm hoping that these are going to be tight matches like they did. Like the Clausura last year was great. Like I think all the matches were very close to each other that you didn't feel like one team was already out of it. So I hope that it stays like that because it does make good football in my opinion. So obviously I'm not going any further in these predictions. I think right now my early favorite is going to be Toluca. I think that they're a really strong team, really balanced. So I think that they are in transition right now to have a repeat and respectively. So I think they've done a lot of right things in Toluca, and they're going to build, I guess you can say, their dynasty of this era for Deportivo Toluca. But like I said, there's not really much else predictions I'm going to make here because obviously after the play-in round we're going to go more in depth in these other matchups. So we'll get there when we get there. But yeah, if you guys are, like I'm telling you guys, I've been saying it, Liga MX is a fun league to watch. Go watch it. It's really entertaining. Go and take advantage of what's going on in this league. I guarantee you're going to have a good time.
Who is that guy?